What's good, y'all? It's your man Reese. Welcome to DripTalk, the place where we talk about everything fit. Today we're going to be looking at a video of a woman explaining why should a man get married. It's interesting to hear these types of things from a woman's perspective. So good people, we're going to look at the video and we're going to have the conversation. All right? Without further ado, let's get into it.
What does a man gain from marriage? What is the benefits of a man getting married? Why would a man want to get married? So if somebody has the answers, please drop them, because I can't think of one reason why a man would want to get married, especially in today's day and age. See, back in the day, they knew they had a woman at home who was going to have food. You know, she wasn't tired because she really wasn't doing anything all day. She's at home. He could control her a bit. She didn't have any money, so you know, men love to be needed. He knew she needed him, but now what? Now what is a man getting married for? What is the purpose? I just did an hour live about this topic, so you can click on IGTV episode 2 and you can really hear me get into detail about it. But I'm just honestly curious, does anybody know why a man will want to get married? Because when a man divorces, he loses everything. He loses everything. He has to schedule to see his kids. He has to lose half of everything he's worked for almost his entire life, whether she helped or didn't, whether she was peaceful or wasn't, whether it was pleasant or not. And the men are almost never favored in court. So again, I ask, like, what is the point of a man getting married?
All right, her TikTok is Christina Mackey. All right, so if you want to check her out, all right, feel free to do so, my good people. She was asking some very valid questions in this video. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's interesting to hear this from like a woman's perspective, because, you know, I already know what a lot of guys think. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, they don't think it's worth it to really get married in 2022 because of, you know, how the culture has shifted and how women are now versus how women were back in the day, and this and that and the third and yada, yada, yada. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. All right, so I'm gonna let you know what I think. All right, she made some really valid points in this video, but despite the points that she was making, I still do believe that marriage should be men should get married today. Here's why. Hear me out. I know some of y'all like, what? Y'all been listening to other men's perspectives like Fresh and Fit and this and, you know, all these guys, and you know, but hear me out. All right, hear me out. The reason why I think men should still want to get married now is simply due to one thing. One thing that is very important to me. One thing that is very important to a lot of people in the world today. And that's family. All right? Having a strong family unit is going to build a strong nation. Right now, we have too many people having babies out of wedlock, doing this, that, and the third, not trying to do things the right way, you know, marrying before they carrying, you know, using protection, and people just, you know, having babies loosely nowadays. So I think that having a family is what's going to revive this divide right now that's going on between men and women and stuff. Having more families is going to encourage more people to look at relationships and marriage in a better perspective. All right, the reason why people think so negatively right now, especially a lot of guys, about marriage is because all they see is the terrible, horrible stories. The stories where women just leave and take all the man's money, and don't get me wrong, like I said, the points that she made was very valid. I'm not saying that it's not valid at all. As a man, I understand. You know what I'm saying? It's very valid what she was saying. I'm not trying to discredit nothing. The points was valid. You know, why would a man want to get married now today, where we have these women talking about city girl, hot girl, and this and that? I don't need no man, you know, just basically crapping on men. Why would a man want to get married? I understand. All right, I get it. But I still believe, all right, despite everything I've seen women do nowadays, I still believe that there are good women out there. All right. And you fellas out there should believe that too. I know we sometimes we'll get caught up watching, manosphere videos and red pill. Hell, I do it as well. Sometimes I'll be watching these channels and stuff too. Sometimes I know it's valid points. I know there's a lot of, there's some toxicity on the women's side and all that. I understand. All right, but we must think positively still. Despite all of the toxicity and the negativity in the dating market today, we must still be aware. Yes, be cautious, but still be optimistic. Still believe that you're going to get a good woman. Still believe you're going to get a woman that's down for you. A woman that loves you. A woman that cares for you. I believe there's still women out there like that. And yes, you can still find them in the West. I know that might sound crazy because a lot of women in the Western culture was indoctrinated by this feminism stuff and this hatred of men. But I still believe that there's women out there that know that this is all a lie and this is a trick, and that like this woman right here that did the video. She's one of the good women I'm talking about that that if a man was to get married, she would be a good person. Because let me tell you why. Because she understands the risk of a man getting married. And that brings me to this point. Fellas, all right? If you want to get married today in 2022, all right? My number one advice to you is to get married to a woman that understands the risk that you are taking to be with her, all right? Get married to a woman such as this woman that did the video. A woman like this that understands the risk. If you're getting married to a woman, get married to a woman that understands the risk. Not a woman that believes in this Disney fairy tale stuff. A woman that believes in this airy fairy BS. This love and all this fantasy stuff. Don't get with a woman like that. Get with a woman that understands the risk of you committing to her, being married to her. Because the reason why I say that is because she's gonna appreciate you more. A woman that understands the risk and what you could lose from divorce will appreciate you more. A woman that understands it and empathizes with it, she's gonna appreciate you more for doing it. And you don't gotta worry about her just getting up and leaving you and doing all that. So that's my number one advice to you fellas that still want to get married nowadays. Me personally, I still want to get married. I said this previously in a lot of my other videos. I still want to get married. I still believe in marriage. I still believe in love. I still believe that there are good women out here in these streets. Despite all this Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, City Girls, Hot Girl, and all this we hate men thing going on in the West, I still believe there's women out here that's not like that and don't think like that and respect men and care about men and love men. It might not be a whole lot of them, but they're still out there, and you as a man have to know how to identify that woman and be grateful to have a woman like that and not get a woman that's good and try to go out there and mess around still with other women because you already have a good woman. So there's no point of going out there and messing with toxic women when you have a good woman already. So man, we have to do our part too and start valuing women that's good instead of valuing these toxic women out here and these girls that's on OnlyFans, these girls that be talking about I'm a hot girl and I'm a city girl and I'm a bad bee. We need to stop valuing women like that. Start valuing the women that actually have good morals, character, and good standards, good-hearted. We need to start valuing these women instead of valuing these toxic women. We have to take accountability too sometimes as men. You know what I'm saying? So, as I said before, despite all of the other talking points, like I heard Fresh and Fit's point on marriage. I heard Myron say getting married is pointless in the West. I heard Hafiz from the Roommates talk about marriage he believes in marriage. I agree with his stance on it more than I do with Fresh and Fit's. I agree with Hafiz's stance because I do believe there's good women out there. You know what I'm saying? So, I heard a lot of other people. I heard MJ get right. Steph is cold. I heard a lot of different guys in the space, the manosphere, O'Shea Duke Jackson, MTR, mediocre in tutorials and reviews. I heard him talk about it, and they all had valid points. Like, don't get me wrong, I do understand where these guys are coming from, but we can't go into every situation negatively. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we need to be aware as men of the toxic women out here and the women that's going to do us dirty. Yes, we must be aware of that. I'm not saying don't be aware. Don't be go into a relationship with a woman blindly. I'm not saying do that. Still be aware, but still be cautiously optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Because there's still good women out here. But you just got to know how to identify it. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, times has changed. Things are not how it used to be. But if we want things to get to a good point again, we all have to think in a way that's going to help us get there. So more people need to start thinking in a family-oriented way. Like, okay, I want to get married, have a family. Boom, that's it. If more people start thinking like that, then we can start getting back on track. Instead of everybody complaining about the opposite gender, we need to start coming together and talking about our issues, resolving our issues, and coming together. That's the way we got to do it, good people. All right, that was the video for today. Let me know what you guys think about this topic. All right, comment down below. All right, my good people, be sure to follow my social media. All right, be sure to check out my clothing brand, Nation of Dripping. All right, my good people, I got a sale going on now. Everything is half off. All right, my good people. I just got some samples today that I'm about to probably give you guys a sneak peek about. So, good people, check that out. All right, copy something before it's all gone. All right, my good people. Check out my email, driptalk22@gmail.com. All right, hit me up. Send me an email if you got any questions, comments, concerns about any topics I go over on this channel or anything fashion related, any other content you would like to send me to react to. Hit me up. All right, my good people. I'm a friendly brother. All right. Until next time, y'all be easy. Y'all be breezy. Your man signing out. Yes, sir. Y'all already know what it do. Y'all already know. Peace.